everyone and welcome to Leah's Cross Stitch Corner. Today I thought I would do something a little bit different. I've been thinking of little ideas that I want to do, and today I want to talk about cross stitch PDF patterns. Sorry, I just had to start a timer there because the camera doesn't tell me how long I've been filming, so I kind of have to just, you know, guess. So I thought, well, I'll just put it on my phone, and I just had to turn the screen off as well, so you might have just seen a glare go as well. So welcome to my channel. Today is FlossTube number 30. That's amazing to me. And today I want to discuss PDF patterns. How expensive should they be? What is the most I would pay for them? And just other bits and pieces in relation to that. So let me just set myself up. I should put my water bottle there so I can put the phone up so I can actually see how long I've been filming. If you're new here, I'm Leah. This is my little corner of the internet to talk about all things cross stitch. I also do whip parades, unboxings, hauls, reviews. You'll have seen my review of the advent calendars a couple of weeks ago. Last week I had a whip parade. It's just a nice mixed bag of cross stitch content. Just move the keyboard out the way. Yeah, you can get a little bit of everything when you come to my channel, and I have a fantastic new camera now, so hopefully I look amazing. I've got my guinea pig t-shirt on. So on Christmas Day, I didn't actually get any wearables from Graham. I got some pyjamas. I got like 3 pairs of pyjamas. One off Graham, one off Jackie, one off my mum. But I didn't get any t-shirts or anything. So Graham had ordered me this before Christmas, but because Amazon's having a bit of a nightmare, like you just can't get anything like next day or anything. This came after Christmas, so I'm wearing it with pride now, even though it is mid-January. Who cares? I also have some amazing news. I officially start my new job on the 1st of February, so I'll be going back up to full-time hours. Boo! But I'll be getting more money, be able to save better for the wedding, you know, and it's a job that I'm really excited about. I'm gutted I have to wait so long to get started, but at least I know now I only have a certain amount of shifts left to do on the phones, and then I'm going to go and be a customer relations officer dealing with complaints and things. So excited. I'm so excited. So yeah, that's my big life update. I mean, by the time you see this, I'm going to be like 2 weeks before I have to start. I'm actually filming this on the 5th of January because I'm trying to get a little bit ahead of myself. So I'm filming this one today, and then on Wednesday, the 10th? That doesn't really add up. The 10th, I'm going to be filming my whip parade that goes up before this video. It's a whole thing, but this is the video I wanted to do today. I didn't want to be spending ages doing a whip parade. I'm going to do that on Wednesday when I'm off, when I've got a little bit more time. So yeah, I don't have my producer with me, my director with me today. She's downstairs, her mum's in, so she's not with me. In the totem pole of whom she'd rather spend time with, it's Dad, then it's Mum, then it's Auntie Leah. No, I'm joking. It's not. She's not like that. She just likes to be here, there and everywhere. So if our mum's downstairs, she likes to be downstairs, and she'll only come up here if there's food available, or if our dad comes for his break, because he's at work today. He's having to do a small shift. Madness. We work for the same company, but in different departments. And I work Monday to Friday with a Wednesday off. And he generally works Monday to Friday, but our hours vary a little bit because he can finish up till 8 o'clock. My latest finish time at the minute is 3:30, and he has to do the odd an occasional Saturday. So he had Thursday off, which was terribly inconvenient because I have Wednesday off. So it would be nice to have Wednesday off, but never mind. And he's having to do a 9 to 1 shift today while I'm filming. Like I say, by the time this goes up, all of this information will be irrelevant, but I do like to keep you all filled in on it. If you're new here, I do waffle a lot before I get into the full amount of content. I like to give a little bit of a life update. You know, this is my channel. I like to talk about things. If you are new here, please subscribe. I am inching ever closer to 500 subscribers, and when I do, there'll be a giveaway on my channel. I'm going to be putting together a little bespoke package for someone. Yeah, I'm very excited for that. Give it a big thumbs up if you like it. That helps to promote it within the YouTube algorithms. And like, thumbs up, and subscribe. No, like and thumbs up are the same thing. Like, subscribe. There's a third one. There's usually a third one. I don't know. Liking and subscribing is... leave a comment, of course. The one that I enjoy the most, leave me a comment. because I feel like this one is going to create a little bit of debate, so I am curious to see what everybody thinks. So, let's get into it, shall we? This is FlossTube number 30, and today I want to talk about PDF patterns. Obviously, as cross-stitchers, we don't just have to get kits. We can buy the patterns for any design that we want, more or less. There's some people that don't offer PDF patterns, or patterns in general, bothy threads for example. Some who only offer PDF patterns, and then in between, the ones who offer kits and patterns. So, really, what triggered this conversation with me was I was looking at I think it was the James Webb Telescope stitch along by Climb and Goat Designs, and basically you stitch like a bunch of different James Hubble telescopes, or like images that the telescope has seen, and then the telescope's in the middle, and I wanted to do it because it looked amazing. And it actually costs £25 for the pattern. £25 for the pattern. And you might be thinking, why am I calling somebody out? I'm not calling them out, I'm generally just sharing the information. It's a fact. That's how much it cost. And they're doing another one, a field guide to dragons, which I thought looks really, really interesting. I'm not going to be able to do it because I have a lot that I want to do, and I'm about to lose a lot of stitching time as well. So the field guide to dragons one costs £20 for the PDF pattern. And it kind of got a conversation going with me and Graham, because I was like, that's really expensive. Considering you then have to go out and source fabric, threads, anything special, if there is anything special, you know, like Bella Filipinas have beads and specialty threads. And I was like, I don't think I could justify, no matter how much I like it, paying £20 for one pattern when I could go to Caterpillar Cross Stitch, Historical Sampler Company, Hoops and Crosses, Geeky Stitching Company, any of my regulars, Cozy Stitching Company, and I could get a full-blown kit for the same amount of money. And that just kind of blew my mind. And it kind of got me thinking, how much should a pattern cost? Is there a base price? Is there a price that, I guess it depends on the person. How much are you willing to pay? How much am I willing to pay? How much is anybody willing to pay for somebody's artwork? And it's a very interesting topic, I think. I wouldn't pay £20 for a pattern, or £25 for a pattern. That's how much. It's £15 usually if Caterpillar Cross Stitch or Historical Sampler Company do a stitch along. It's £15 just for the PDF. So in that case, I would primarily prefer to buy the kit rather than just the PDF. It's very, I don't always buy patterns, I don't always buy PDFs. I got me Bella Filipina, that was £15. Graham actually got it for me because I won the bike challenge in, I want to say November, but it could have been October. I think it was October. I don't know. But you actually you should see what you get in that Bella Filipina pattern. You get a nice fancy envelope with a nice foil sticker. You get an actual printed photograph of the finished design. Like the actual front page of it is printed on photographic paper. And then you get like 6 pages of the pattern nicely blown in, and then a full information sheet as well. So that's actually very much worth the price, because you actually get a physical copy of it. But when it comes to PDFs, you know, I understand it's to prevent piracy. It's to prevent people just selling them on without actually wanting to do them. There's a lot of people who buy tons and tons of patterns with no intent of actually stitching them, which is fine. I do that. I've got loads of patterns. But like, there's then people out there who'll buy the patterns as PDFs and then go to eBay and sell 10 copies. So I completely understand you've got to kind of price it in the right way so that you're not losing money, so that you can continue to design cross-stitch patterns. Let's be honest, that's the most important thing. And, you know, sometimes a little bit more of an expensive pattern can put off the people who want to just sell it for cheap. Because, like, if you're going to get the field guide to dragons, you've got to wait for the stitch along to be finished first. Then, you know, potentially you would go onto eBay and then try and sell it. It blows my mind that people go on eBay and buy patterns. People will literally take pages out of magazines once the magazine comes out and put it up on eBay and sell it. People do it on Facebook as well, and it drives me nuts. somebody was selling like, excuse me, Polly Pockets with different patterns. I don't think people grasp the concept of copyright. Same as when people buy a PDF and then they print it off and then they sell it. You can't do that either because it's a breach of copyright. Because you still own the original PDF because it's in your Etsy downloads or wherever you download it from. So you can't actually sell that because what stops you selling that 20 times? I've never sold a pattern. I may have given a pattern and leftover threads to someone before because they wanted a kit that was completely out of the realm of being able to buy it. Bizarrely, I don't know why that was anyway. But I would never resell a pattern. Especially not a PDF. The physical one, I guess, you know, is kind of a little bit different. You're not meant to, and Caterpillar Cross Stitch does say, do not redistribute, copy, sell, blah blah blah. The pattern, the whole spiel of copyright. And it does say it will, you know, lawsuits will inevitably follow. I'd like to know if they do that. I know a lot of places go to Pinterest. A lot of people go on Pinterest to get patterns because people put patterns on Pinterest. It's just like, okay. I don't know. I love this hobby and I'd rather support the designers personally. Though I do think there's a ceiling. You know, the most I've ever paid for a pattern is the £15 I paid for the Bella Filipina, and that was a physical copy, and I didn't pay for it, Graham did. But I would pay that for it. I think a lot of designers, I understand, you know, it's your artwork. And what would you pay for a printed picture of it? Or like a, you know, we've got pictures around the room. Not that you can see any. You know, artwork does come with a price and you're taking the time to design something. But say 100 people even sign up to that Dragon's Field study guide. I've said it completely in the wrong order for some reason. 100 people times £20. I should have made it easier on myself. I used to be good at maths. So 100 times 20 is £2,000. So there's £2,000 in your pocket there, and all you've done is sell 100 charts. You haven't actually made any kits up, you haven't sold any kits. You've literally just sent 100 charts out. And there's £2,000 in your pocket. And that's kind of where it comes in for me. I don't know how anyone can justify that. I think when the big companies charge £15 for a stitch along, I think that's a little bit much because you're not providing a physical document. You're providing a PDF. A mass PDF that gets emailed out to thousands of people, no less. So the most I've ever paid was £15, and that was for a physical PDF. The most I've ever paid for a single pattern, for one single pattern, wouldn't even be over about £7-8. Because if I'm going to pay £10 for a pattern, I might as well see if I can just get a kit instead. That's the way I kind of see it. Because when you get a kit, you kind of get the pattern for free. That's how I work it out in my head. You know, that kind of logic where if you spend £20 on Amazon, the shipping's free. But if you spend £15 on Amazon, it probably costs £5 shipping, and then it's £20 anyway, so you might as well spend £20 and get the free shipping. It's Leah logic. We have Prime. Doesn't actually bother me. That isn't that's like a first world problem. But like, you know, that logic of, well, I might as well spend more to save paying on shipping because I don't like to pay for I hate paying for shipping. I hate paying for shipping. I love minimum order spends. Like Lakeside has £30. I can easily spend £30 to not have to pay postage. You best believe I'm going to do that. So I've never spent more than £7 or £8 on a pattern. I probably should have gone through and checked, but I'm pretty sure I haven't. Potentially maybe a tenner on the Frosted Pumpkin Stitchery Stitch Along. That might be the most I've spent on a pattern. I should have checked that actually, because I could have actually come with facts. I could have had facts instead of just conjecture and assumption and guesses. But, you know, my personal ceiling for a pattern is about £12. That's how much I would reasonably pay. You know, if somebody was like, here is this huge pattern that is £12, you'll get the PDF, do you want to pay for that? I would pay that. £20, £15, a bit too much. Like Caterpillar Cross Stitch's normal PDFs are £6–7 other way the last time I checked anyway. I don't buy many PDFs from Caterpillar. I'd rather just get the kits. The kits are like £17.99. So like if you're going to pay £7 for the pattern, you may as well just pay for the kit. It always baffles me when people just choose the PDF option. Even though I've got loads of threads, I'd still rather go for the pattern, the the kit. So yeah, so it's bizarre to me that their patterns, which are quite big patterns anyway, they charge double that for the stitch-alongs. And I discussed this in a video a couple of weeks ago about what they charge for the stitching socials. Don't get me started. We'll not even go there because I've done that before. And it's a really interesting discussion. I would love to know what you all think is a good price, what you'd be happy to pay, what's your highest limit for buying a pattern. PDF as well. I don't take physical patterns into account because I pay £15 for the Bella Filipinas. They're more than worth it and they're so well presented as well. So I would love to know what you would spend, what your max limit is for a PDF pattern. I would love to know, because I don't like to think that I'm stingy. I'm not stingy by any means. I'll pay for it if it's worth it. But £20 when I've only seen one dragon, it's not worth it for me. And I could buy like 3 other patterns for that, or I could get a full kit for that. And it's all about balancing your money in the right way. If I was massively, massively, massively interested, I would probably buy it. But I'm just vaguely interested. I like the look of it. I love the look of the one that they've shown us. So it's just a vague interest that, I would quite like to do that. And, you know, if I bought every pattern where I was like, I'd quite like to do that, I probably wouldn't have, I'd have enough patterns to do, to live for 10 eternities. You know what I'm like. I went through a huge phase of buying patterns. I have a bunch of patterns in there and I don't really stitch them. Because I've got a lot of kits to do as well, you know. I need no job. I need a job that I need a job to stitch. I need somebody to pay me to stitch all day. Just my kits, by the way, I'm not going to give them away. But if someone could just pay me to stitch, that would be amazing. So yeah, I thought it was a really interesting topic for a video. Let me just see how long I've been waffling. Oh god, where's me? Oh yes, 17 minutes, that's pretty good. Well done, Leah. You know, I think it's really interesting of, like, I'd love to know where Climb and Goat Designs, for example, how they came to that price. What was it about the £20 or the £25 that you thought that is a really good price point for this? I'd like to know. Caterpillar Cross Stitch Historical Sampler Company, why do you charge £15 for a PDF? And this is not me dissing anybody's artwork or saying I'm not willing to pay for said artwork. It's just, say you buy a piece of art, you're probably buying something unique, a one-off. You know, especially if you're buying a proper piece of art, not a reproduction, not a print. Say you're buying a proper piece of artwork. That would be worth a lot of money because there's only going to be one. But say 1,000 people stitch a Caterpillar Cross Stitch stitch along, many people are going to have it. So like, it's kind of like you're buying a reproduction almost kind of thing, if that makes sense. I don't know. Maybe I don't know. That's what it kind of feels like. Like I say, when it comes to the Caterpillar and Historical Sampler Company stitch-alongs, I just get the kits. I usually get the needle minder, the kits with even weave, for Caterpillar anyway. The Historical Sampler only offer Ada, bizarrely. I don't know why they do that. And that's the way I do it. So, yeah. There's my take on it. That's what I think. I've got one bar left on my battery. I really should have charged the camera before I decided to film the video. Will I ever learn? So yeah, let me know what you think. This is just a nice little short video. These little chatty videos are just going to be that really short kind of 20-minute rather than waffling on for ages, because my whip parade last week, I haven't filmed it yet, but I know it's going to be long. So let me know down below what you think. What's your highest price you would pay for a PDF pattern? Let's get the discussion going. Let's see. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate the support. I hope you liked this video. I really enjoyed it. When I decided what I was going to film, I was like, yes, I've got loads of opinions on this. Let me tell you. I don't know, it might not make any sense. It might just be me rambling for 20 minutes. But give it a big thumbs up if you can. Give me a subscribe. I post content every Wednesday at 7 PM. I love doing this, by the way. Even though I've got to like back some videos up, so I've got some to go forward. I love getting these videos shot. I love sitting down at the camera and just talking. It feels like I'm talking with friends. It's just so lovely. So thank you. I hope you all have a lovely week. I don't know what I'm filming for that'll come up for next week's FlossTube. I haven't decided. I've got me whip parade to do on Wednesday when I'm off. Don't listen to me because it's not going to make any sense. And then for FlossTube 31, who knows? It'll be something exciting. I'm going to do 5 FlossTubes in January. It's one of them weird long... I don't like January. It's a really long month. But yeah, if you've got any thoughts for ideas that you'd like to see me discuss, let me know. Because I'm going to have every month a whip parade, the flip through of the magazines, and I've got 2 spare videos each month. And they're just going to be little short 20-minute ones, so I don't have to put too much thought into it. I just want to sit down and chat with you guys. I loved doing that when we were doing the advent calendar unboxings, so I want more like that. I want more of a conversational kind of video, rather than just a show and tell of me whips kind of thing. But I'll do that every month. I'll do a whip parade every month anyway, because that's a really fun video. But yeah, anything conversational, let me know what you'd like to see me discuss, or rant about, or talk about. Probably rant. And I'll see you all next week. Bye!